Welcome to another episode of the Long Hop Cricket Podcast. Today we are going to be going through the third one-day international, if it counts as one, and we're going to be previewing the ICC Trophy, which we've done loads already. But
you didn't even say what that noise was at the start.
What do you think it was? Me stubbing my toe.
Somebody trying to say the first name of the Pakistani spinner really quickly.
What's his name?
Yazar Shah.
That's terrible.
Well, it's not as bad as that appeal we just heard.
That I don't actually say how is that when I appeal.
If I was a cricketer, I would just say, how is that one? Or how is that? I don't know if I'd do that.
I just scream.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
I just go, ah! Like that. It's not even remotely, how's that?
Yeah,
it's
I
just,
don't...
ah!
No,
It's
I
that
would
noise.
definitely ask. I would ask the umpire, how is that?
No, I go as loud as possible.
Do you think it should make a difference?
If I'm umpiring, the louder they appeal, the more it puts me
But
off.
do you think
giving
it should make a difference? It shouldn't, should it? You should just ask the umpire, how is that?
We had one of those a couple of weeks ago.
What's that?
Drive,
Right,
nicked
yeah.
it, caught behind, no one appealed.
Yeah.
And the bowler goes, did he hit that? And I said, well, if you think he did, you need to appeal. And he said, how's that? And the umpire gave him.
The umpire gave him?
Yeah. He did hit it. But for some reason, no one appealed. And because no one appealed, no one thought they should. And then...
See, if I'm an international umpire, or, maybe not international umpire, an umpire in general, if somebody just turns around to me and says, well, how's that one? It doesn't feel very appealing. It doesn't feel strong.
But really, all you've got to do is register the appeal.
Yeah.
Isn't it? That's
Yeah.
all you've got to do.
Yeah. To say if, especially a nick through to the keeper.
Yeah. It's like, do you think that's out?
Yeah.
Basically, is
how
all
is
you've
that?
got to do.
Should be fine.
Yeah.
But I don't think it is it?
Well, it was in that game.
I think umpires, unfortunately, do register the appeal a lot. Because sometimes you see the...
Yeah, it's definitely persuades you, isn't it? It's just pressure.
But no, I don't necessarily think it's pressure putting... I think a team have different levels of appeal.
Well, you just appeal more when you know it's out,
Yeah.
don't you?
So if you look at the wicketkeeper, how many times do you see the wicketkeeper throw up in the air when he knows it's a dead cert?
Yeah,
And
but
him
you
just
also
put-
see them do it when they definitely know it's not out. They throw it up in the
then
air.
a lot of the time when they don't think it's out, they just put their hands up, and how's that, don't they? But if they think it's definitely nick, it goes straight up in the air.
Yeah, but they do that when they know it's not.
I think
To trick the umpire,
No, I
they do
think-
that, throw it up in the air.
I think you'll see that. You see a lot more definite outs thrown up in the air than you do not.
You reckon?
100%, yeah, I think so. And that shouldn't make a difference. Disgusting, I think. I wonder what it was.
Would be a bit of a even more boring game if you got rid of appealing.
I think.
I love appealing. It's great.
I think I'm going to go and look and see if I can find some information out of this for a future podcast.
What sort of information?
When did that change?
What changed?
Well, because you think in the 50s, just after the Second World War,
You don't think they were appealing?
do you think they were going around and screaming, "How is that?"
Yeah.
Screaming it, or do you reckon they were just going, "How's that?"
No, definitely screaming.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole team would have appealed.
I think you're going to be wrong.
Definitely not.
I don't think.
I don't know
When I've
where you're
looked back
getting this from.
So you think in the times of Don Bradman, people were turning around screaming?
I think everyone was going up appealing.
But then if they go like that, if they put their hands up, that's not screaming, is it? Do you think?
You think back when Don Bradman was playing, when an LBW shout came up, only the bowler just turned around and went, how is that?
I don't think it was anywhere near to the degree it is today. And I don't think there was any screaming. I think there was inquirements.
You don't think the whole
made.
team appealed?
No.
You're wrong.
Well, shall I... Have you introed what
we actually need to get through this podcast.
Have you
This isn't even what we wanted to talk about.
Have you introed what our podcast is about?
Yes. And this wasn't it.
Right then.
Should we get to this? I mean, it's not going to take us long to get through the ODI, so... I mean...
May as well sack that complete game off and find out if Don Bradman's team appealed.
Okay. I'll go through it nice and quickly, because we don't want to spend too long on it.
So England lose by 7 wickets. Bit of a different England team today, wasn't it?
Yeah, a little bit.
We see Johnny Bairstow come in for Stokes. Stokes obviously still suffering with injury. Apparently tomorrow, which is Tuesday for anyone listening, not the dead of night, he will be going for his scan on his knee. But Trevor Bayliss and Owen Morgan have both come out and said that there's no problem with Ben Stokes batting or fielding. It's just his bowling, and that he will make the ICC Champions Trophy team as just a batsman if necessary.
Okay.
We also see David Willey come back.
Yeah.
Toby Relling-Jones makes his ODI debut, and Stephen Finn's back in the lineup. So we see Woody being rested. Obviously, Wokes is still being rested. Apparently, he's having a game tomorrow, maybe county level or something along those lines. And Moeen Ali is out of the team.
Yeah.
So just the one spinner today.
Should we get through England's batting performance? I mean, absolutely shocking. First of all, we watched the highlights. I thought it was just a replay going on for this. Everyone was just getting out exactly the same way. And although it's
Tom Badden's last innings here.
Absolutely.
Yeah, go on.
Well, they don't appeal for that.
They don't.
No, doesn't he get bowled?
All right.
So there's no point in watching that.
How is that one?
I think the batting is a blip.
Well,
because the way Joe Root got an absolute perler. Roy hasn't been doing very well anyway.
No, I thought Rooty played across the line.
Rooty got an absolute
good ball,
perler.
But he's not playing straight to it, is he?
Yeah, but it's early on in his innings. It's an absolute
even
perler.
more of a reason to play in the V.
No, I would agree, but it's an absolute
screamer
of a ball.
I thought Roy, Rooty and Morgan all bowled good balls. Roy can't make a run these days, can he?
Yeah, well, Josh Butler was just stupid. The shot was horrific.
Well, you can't...
Then Abdul Rashid thinks, all right, how's everyone else got out? I'll do exactly the same, and plays a stupid shot.
Yeah, well, Hales... I think that's how we used to see Hales get out in the Test matches, isn't it?
And
with those kind of like pitched up, just maybe short of a half volley.
Then the David Willey and Toby save a bit of face. Toby played the best shot I saw on the highlights on drive that looked absolutely brilliant. So he played really well. And I was calling for Johnny Bairstow to come into the team. So
got out in a bit of a... I just want to talk to you about the way that England should bat. Now, England will come under a lot of scrutiny for being 20 for 6 after 20 minutes of play. In the fifth over, they...
It's not our A side, though, is it?
It's our A batting top four.
Top
isn't
four,
it?
yeah.
We're still 20
But we get
6.
saved quite a lot in the late order, don't we? But we don't usually collapse to that extent. I mean, that's really bad.
Now, should England have played in a different way? Should they have played more defensively? I'm not saying that the shots they were playing, they were, apart from Johnny Bairstow's, it looked like they were trying to force the attack. But should they have shut up shop, played like a test match for the first 10 overs? And at least, because, okay, it's easy for me to say that now, but if they're 2 or 3 wickets down,
I think
I'd have just thought shut up shop for a while. I know that the wickets went down; they weren't necessarily the most attacking shots, but
quite a lot of them were big, flashy drives.
Well, yeah,
and it's like you shouldn't be doing that.
Hales, Butler, and Rash. Though having a pop at Rashid's difficult. I think he's coming in.
Did you see how he got out?
Yeah, I did.
Did you see how everyone before him got out? In the first ball, he plays a huge flashing drive and nicks it.
Yeah.
To be fair, South Africa bowled a really good line. They bowled a really good line, but it was too full, and England were totally mistiming their shots. A lot of those would be put away for 4.
Can you? Okay, it's a bad day in the office, but can you say 20 for 6 is down to the bowlers?
Yeah, they bowled really well,
but
batsmen are going to at that level. Batsmen are making mistakes to do that. Yeah.
20 for 6 is a different story.
But you're not getting them 20 for 6 if you don't bowl well.
No,
you have to have both.
If Adil Rashid's bowling, they're not getting 20 for 6, are they?
Right, here's a claim. This is the worst bowling attack England could put out. Picking players that can be picked. This is the worst bowling attack England could have.
Yeah, I think so.
Who gets in the team there?
Who's the worst bowler, Rashid or Moeen?
I don't know. Well, I would. Well,
Because if Moeen was the number one spinner, is that worse than having Rashid as the number one spinner in that bowling lineup?
I'd rather have Moeen than Rashid as
You
a
would,
spinner. Yeah, I
Well,
would.
just as a spinner.
Yeah,
So let's say Moeen can't bat.
yeah. I'd pick him over Rashid. It's just too. He's too
Right,
bad.
so that would say
That's the worst bowling attack. I don't know why David Willey bowls.
Yeah.
He's like
I've lost my faith in David
He's
Willey.
medium.
He's
medium pace. He wasn't breaking 80.
I've lost
bowling
my faith
half
in.
volleys. That's bowling batsmen in. He was bowling half volleys at Lords at 78 miles an hour.
Though Finn was bowling quicker than I've seen him bowl.
Finn was pie.
87 to 88 miles per hour.
No, it was like 86 and it was pie. Absolute pie. Toby Roland Jones is distinctly average.
I think
very average.
I think. Well, we'll get on to.
And Ball was
bowling, if you like.
awful.
Let's continue with the batting. Let's continue where we are. The shot selection. Go back to that.
It's amazing we batted so badly, and I'm having to go at the bowling.
I think there's a problem with us deciding to.
Bairstow has to get
play
in.
shots like that.
I don't know how Bairstow fits in the team, but I really want him.
Oh yeah, well,
I really want him in the team.
We'll talk about that towards the back end of the show because we're going to do our previews and we'll talk about our England team. But nice to see Toby Roland Jones on debut. Maybe this might be him and Bairstow's innings might be the only saving grace in that.
Toby doesn't get in that team.
No, but Toby Roland. I'm not talking about the IC. I'm not talking about. He's not in the squad. I'm talking about just this game. Let's continue.
Right,
let's stick with just this game for now. Toby Roland Jones that's a brilliant batting performance.
Yes,
like you said, he
played properly,
and he showed David Willey up. I think David Willey did well, but then that played a bit of a horrible shot.
Loads of people gave their wickets away. Stephen Finn was just horrific. I know he's number 11, but really bad.
When Bairstow gets out, you're 134 for 8. Now, why is Ball play? I know I'm not. This is difficult for me to say, but can you not just? It's the 29th. It's the 28th over. Bairstow gets out. Just knock it around. Why are you playing that silly sweep shot?
I don't want to. I'll get wound up. I don't want to talk about it.
I don't want to take it out on the bowlers because they are.
Yeah, I know
bowlers,
that's the problem, isn't it?
But I don't care. Give yourself at least
play straight.
Another 20, 30 runs to play with. I know.
Please play straight. I said when we were watching the highlights, like, do these people have coaches? Because the shots are so bad. I think they all think they're Josh Butler.
Well, Josh Butler.
So you don't have to do that. Yeah, I know, but we know what he's going to do. And it will come off and he'll get 70 off 30 balls sometimes. But I'm sorry, what are people doing? Some of the shots. Why did Bairstow come down the pitch?
Yeah, so
you don't need to do that.
So when Bairstow got out, they were 134 for 7.
But that's more annoying.
To become 8th, yeah.
Being on 51 when we're trying to recover a score
that
and you come down the
Maharaj,
pitch.
I don't think's a brilliant spinner anyway. Just can't. This idea, right? England. I have for the last 2 years, year and a half, commended England on this brilliant mentality of going out there and hitting 300 and going for it.
Right.
But if you're 8 wickets down, 7 wickets down, 20 overs
4.
left.
If you're 4 wickets down,
but
start playing straight. Jesus
Bairstow.
Christ.
I'm saying this in Bairstow's case. You're our only hope of getting anywhere close to 200, and you've come dancing down the fucking wicket.
But surely it should be, I'm going to hog the strike, manipulate the strike, and bat for 50 overs and get 70.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
And
that should be the mentality.
But we're gonna
bat the 50 overs.
150 all out for me, or we'll get close to 200.
Yeah.
And at least it'll give us something to bowl at.
Yeah.
Because we're never going to do 150.
They just kept going like they were fine. Like we were already at a platform of 270 and they could just have a go.
And I can understand that, but when you're 20 for 6, that's when it has to. It's something the penny must have dropped at this point.
Do you think it's just because the match didn't matter?
Dogs on walk.
So they were just like, have a go, hero. It's like, oh well, it doesn't matter. 2-1, that's all right. They're the best team in the world. Go have a go. I know it's not the right. It looked like that though. That looked like the mentality they had.
I definitely won't be. It's a bad day in the office, and that's all I'm going to say. I don't know if I don't want to say anything bad about England because I just think it's a bad day.
I think it's a blip with a batting.
But I think
But I think that is the worst bowling attack we could put out.
I don't think England, South Africa didn't pick up all those wickets themselves. Do you know what I mean?
A few of them they did.
No, they
you
picked
have
up
to
three,
bowl well.
3 or 4 at the most. But
Joe Root got a peach.
so did Morgan. Morgan's
Yeah.
great, but Hales, Bairstow, Butler, Rashid,
Roy got quite a good ball,
Willie.
but he's out of
Roy
form
did as
anyway.
well. And
Perfect ball to someone who's out of form.
Yeah, 100%. But like I was saying, Hales, Bairstow, Butler, Rashid, go and look at yourself. Willie, go and look at yourself in the mirror and don't come back.
Here's a question.
Yeah.
With Stokes now just playing as a batsman,
Yep.
would you prefer to have him than Bairstow?
Well, should we leave this until our talking about the team that we're going to take forward? Let's just cover this game. I know it's painful. We'll cover the game and we'll go on to
That's the worst bowling attack England could put out.
Anyway, let's talk about a decent bowling attack with South Africa. Rabada, who you've slated on this podcast.
I haven't
before.
slated
You said
him.
Amir was better than him, and you said Rabada
Yeah.
was, I think, overrated. I think the words were.
I never said he was overrated.
Well, we'll have to.
You're trying
have
to
to
make
go back.
something out of nothing. You are.
We'll have to go back and have a look, have a listen.
I don't think he's that great. I think he's quite quick.
4 for 39 off his 9. Decent.
Yeah. Well, England had a total collapse.
Parnell 3 for
He
43 off
bowled
his
really
8.
well.
Yeah. And Maharaj 3 for 25 off his 6.
He's just their secondary spinner, isn't
You
he?
shouldn't. Yeah, Tahir should be
So-
getting the wickets when he does come back and play. He shouldn't be getting any wickets. Maharaj. That's poor.
He's not that bad.
No, he's not that
Jesus,
good.
we'd take him. Jesus Christ.
Right, batting. Hashim Amla 55 picks
Yeah,
up his 7,000th run in this innings.
Yeah,
An average of over 50 in ODIs.
I know.
That's a play any team would have, wouldn't it?
I wouldn't have him.
Yeah,
I wouldn't have him.
You
I'd
said-
rather Quinton.
or Quinton de Kock.
Who would you rather have?
Hashim Amla.
I wouldn't.
I like Quinton, but I think Hashim Amla is the real deal. Though, what a ball though to get rid of de Kock.
Yeah,
That Yorker.
that was a good ball.
I think I'd like to say that might be for all the teams out there a way to dislodge de Kock. I don't
Is that
think.
because of what the commentator said?
Is that what they said?
Is that what they said?
Because if you look at anything when he plays anything short, he just slaps it straight up and over.
Yeah, I don't think you can. This is like some weird. I don't think there's anyone in international cricket in the top order that bowling short works, really. It's
Well,
becoming pretty rare now,
Hit.
especially if they're from like Australia or
Toby-
South Africa.
Toby Rowan Jones got hit, didn't he? Then took it on after.
He's a
that.
bowler.
Oh, he did well after getting hit.
He got it in the throat. That looked horrible.
Yeah, I think. What about if there's players that have had a knock? So like Owen Morgan got hit, didn't he? And he didn't face the short ball.
Yeah,
that
that's
well.
true. That
But-
can happen.
But if you put the short ball out, which a lot of teams do these days, is that slow ball, but it's outside off stump, like
Pie.
wide. Yeah, pie. Yeah, that doesn't work. JP
That doesn't work.
JP Duminy is back in the East African team, makes 28. Faf du Plessis, I don't know if he's a good player. I'm not that mad on Faf du Plessis.
He looks really good when he gets in, but you should do at that level, really.
De Villiers comes in at number 5. That's probably because South Africa aren't paying him enough.
He mugged England off.
I
He
hate
started
him.
coming down the pitch and just straight driving people.
He played that lovely.
Just mugging people off.
Was it sweep? Who did he sweep?
Mind you,
Was it David Willey? He swept?
yeah. Well, you're bowling 65 miles an hour. He can do what he wants with you.
Yeah. De Villiers. Would you? I know I took a bit of a pop at him there, but would De Villiers bat all the way down there?
He can bat wherever he likes.
Yeah. I just don't think he cares anymore. I don't think he does.
I love him.
I don't think he
he's
does. I just don't
amazing.
think he cares.
He definitely cares.
So Duminy and De Villiers pick up not out scores. That top 4 looks better with Duminy in there rather than Berardine
Who?
in the South African team.
Yeah.
Duminy looks a lot stronger. He's
I'd rather
old
swap
season pro, but
Duminy and AB though.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I think
I would
think
rather
De
have-
Villiers-
Yeah, AB at 3, and
Though,
Duminy at 5.
Is he got the mantle of being a finisher?
Duminy. I think
No.
he can hit it.
No, AB. That's why he comes down so low. Is he the finisher?
Oh, I
is he
see what you're saying.
Is he the Donny? Is he the Josh
well,
Butler of the team?
Yeah, but if it was me...
They've certainly got finishers in that team, haven't they? They've got the likes of
in ODI,
Morris, Miller.
Yeah, Miller's finisher. But ODI, your best players, give them as long as possible. Give them as long as possible. It's not like Butler, is it? He's so much better than Butler. Because if Butler was consistent,
well,
he'd be similar to
Root,
De Villiers. De Villiers is better than Root. I'd have him in at 3.
Yeah.
Give him as long as possible.
So Rashid gets a chance to be the only spinner.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't bowl on over.
It's brilliant, isn't it? I mean, it's just proving my point.
They're saying that though.
He's such a wasted player.
If you'd have bowled Rashid, they'd have got it in about 12 hours.
Should have just had another batsman.
Or no show.
Should have just had another batsman. Should have had another. What's that?
Me throwing grenade launchers out there.
Right.
No show. Don't pretend
but
you don't
I
like
don't understand it.
Moeen Ali
Yes.
means if he doesn't play, that we don't win. There's no point playing without Moeen.
Right. Good.
Willie gets smashed around. Ball bowled all right.
Willie's rubbish.
You don't like it? No,
Willie's rubbish. He's rubbish. Who else is rubbish? Ball's rubbish. He was today. He was rubbish.
No, Ball bowled well today.
No, he didn't. He was rubbish.
2 for 43 off 10.
I don't care. He was rubbish.
Well, those are good figures.
Stephen Finn was rubbish.
35 off 7, not too bad.
And Roland Jones was rubbish.
1 for 34 off 7. I think those 3 bowled pretty well. It was David Willey.
It wasn't threatening. At no point was it threatening.
Well, I think
they were rubbish.
I think Ball did well to get the Duplessis. Okay, that was pitched up and a bit of a nothing shot from Duplessis. But the Ducati wicket, like I said, is really good. David Roland Jones was lucky to get Amler.
Why is David Willey in there? What does he? Is it just because he bowls left arm? So, this is kooky.
Left arm supposedly swing.
Right, but it didn't swing, and it was just slow.
Yeah, like I said, I think Wood should come in for his position.
It was slow half volleys.
Right then, shall we put this game to bed? Is there anything else you want to talk about it?
That's how rubbish we are.
To end,
batting's a blip. Bowling that's the worst bowling attacking you could put out.
To end this segment, do you think being beaten like this, in a South African point of view, turns the tide of actually this is a successful... They lost 2-1, the series, but coming off a win like this, going straight into the IPL next week is better than...
IPL?
Sorry, the ICC Champions Trophy next week. De Villiers would like to go back to the IPL, earn some more money. But do you think smashing an England team like that actually just reverses the feeling? Do you think that 2-1 still hangs over them?
I don't think it hangs over anybody.
No? You don't think...
I don't think it makes any difference to either team.
Going into a major championship...
I think South Africa also know that was England's B team.
But the thing is, though, is that South Africa could have won a few days ago. Should have won.
Yeah. No, I don't think
smashed England today.
No, I don't think it makes
what
any
about
difference.
England?
No.
Yeah.
I don't think it makes any difference to either team. Nope. Do you?
I think England... Don't laugh, but I think England would have preferred to have won going into the ICC Champions Trophy. I think seeing the team bowled out for 153 will do something. No?
No.
I don't think you know what you're talking about. Right, let's go on to our preview, our predictions. ICC Champions Trophy starts on Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
Who have you got to win?
England.
Why?
Because they're the best team.
You think they're the best team?
They're the best batting team.
All right, then I'm going to throw down a counteract that. I think my team I'm going to choose is Australia to win. I think they've got the best bowling lineup.
All right, yeah. That's a good shout.
Though, how many times did the bowlers win in 50 over cricket? I think that we have a lot of batting done by both Warner and Smith to win that. But I think Australia will pull it out. I don't think South Africa will do it. India are out of the question for me now. I've been thinking about it. I've put them up there, but 3 teams for me: England, South Africa, Australia. I think Australia to pip it.
Who's your dark horse?
Dark horse. I'd love to say Bangladesh, but I just don't think they travel well. I don't think they'll travel well to England. I'm going to go New Zealand. I think they'll be the best equipped.
I don't see them as very dangerous, to be honest.
No? Savey?
No, I don't. They're just not.
Kane Williamson?
Yeah, he's very good, but he's not enough to.
He's not enough.
You can't carry on the
Okay.
team.
So go on then, who's your dark horse?
I think, to be honest, I picked England to win it, but I think any team would be confident to get England. They're like a dark horse in this competition, I reckon.
They're the bookies' favourites, aren't they?
Are they? Are England the
Yeah,
favourites?
England are the favourites. And you said England were the favourites, I think, last episode. You've said it a few times.
No, I know. I've been backing them.
So
I never take anyone else to back
You can't
them.
choose England as the dark horse.
A dark horse? I don't know. A dark horse. Okay, if I had to pick one. Thing is there... dark horse.
Go on, I think there's only 8 teams to choose from.
Well, that's my problem. Is
pull out a name.
Yeah. India can't be a dark horse. They're too well known.
Right.
Can't be a dark horse. Australia, definitely not a dark horse. They've got to be up there to.
I think Australia, England,
a good chance of winning.
You could say India dark horse. Do they travel well? I think Australia, South Africa, and England are the top 3. Those have got to be the favourites. India coming in maybe 4th, but I don't think India will do it. I'm not sure what their bowling's going to be like. Bumrah can bowl, but he can bowl.
Ashwin's good.
Yeah, but what I'm thinking is later on in the championship, when we've got to play on pitches that have already had maybe a game or 2 on them, will they start to break up?
No, they just make roads, don't they? They won't break up.
Will they start to get lower?
I don't think they'll play on the same pitch. Not on the same strip, anyway.
Do you think they'll prepare more than?
Yeah, they'll have more than one strip ready to play on.
More than one international strip ready?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Definitely. I can't see they're going to play. No, they won't. No, they'll definitely. And if they are going to play more than one game on it, it won't break up.
See, I was listening to the Test Match Special podcast.
Right.
Alex Stewart said that something along the lines of England need to get their spin bowling correct because
great.
He thinks that they will be playing on the same strips and that it will start to break up later on in the tournament. So he was saying that England shouldn't be worried about being bowled out so early because not all the time will the pitch behave like that.
Why are we doing that?
Doing what?
Well, it's in England. We're rubbish against spin, and we don't have spin bowlers.
No, I think it's a regulation. I've heard someone else say it on a
Surely we can do it to just make roads.
Well, I think there will be roads. I think you'll see 300 play 300.
I don't think they'll break up.
So go on then. Who's your dark horse?
Bangladesh.
Do you think they can travel well to England?
I wouldn't want to have them in a knockout stage.
Why?
I'd rather have a big team.
Why?
Just because then it's just
so you think there's a chance
you're going in with a better mentality. I think you've got everything to lose if you get Bangladesh in a knockout stage.
So what about Thursday?
What about it?
England versus Bangladesh.
That's all right. Is it a straight knockout competition?
It almost is.
Right, so we'll be all right.
You can afford to lose one
if you're lucky. That's fine then.
But you can't really.
Once it gets to the knockout stage, you don't want Bangladesh if they've made it there.
I don't think Bangladesh are a threat at all.
Oh, we'll see. I wouldn't be surprised if England lose to Bangladesh.
You're saying they're going to win the tournament.
Hang on. England lose to Bangladesh and then win the tournament. I wonder what the odds are on that.
I'd like to see get some odds on that. Any players to look out for?
No.
That would be great.
What do you mean? What, like ones that you're not?
What players are going to
do well
for success in this?
Bairstow will do well.
We'll go on to our England team. I'm thinking international players that you're touting for success in this tournament.
Kane Williamson will do well.
I was going to say Kane Williamson will do well. I think
Virat Kohli will do
Ashley
well.
Mamla will do well.
Quinton will do well.
It's basically the best players in the world.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
bowlers. Mitchell Stark. I think will do well.
Yeah,
so will Rabada.
He'll take tap.
You think he'll take tap? Stark
will, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you taking a piss?
No.
You're thinking? I think that Australian lineup's pretty good. Have we ever seen so many? Think about all the teams that are playing.
Yeah.
Have we seen so many leg spinners in a tournament before. There's a lot of leg spin out there.
Go on.
So you've got Rash
Who doesn't bowl?
to here.
Yeah. Is he left?
He's a leggy.
Is he left-handed though?
No, I think he's right-handed.
Okay.
What is the Sri Lankan lad called? The young one. I forgot what his name is. Leggy. Bangladesh, we saw their leg spin in the winter. Have Australia got a...
It's Lion, isn't it? Isn't it?
He's playing for Worcester now. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Zampa, does he bowl leg?
Oh, New Zealand have got the leggy. Bowls really well.
Yeah.
Can't remember his name.
Pakistan will have...
What's his face?
Yes, Shah, won't
Yeah.
they? A lot of
Yeah, but it's a
leggies.
wicket-taking thing, isn't it? Leg spin.
Yeah. But not for Adil Rashid.
Not if you don't bowl them.
Or if you bowl them hard on the pitch, right?
They get wickets, they do.
Right,
Fast trackers.
Let's stop talking about the other team. Let's talk about our team. End the podcast. What are the 11 you're sending out? Have you got a problem with Roy because he's got no form?
No.
So, Roy and Hales for you?
Yeah. I'd have Roy Hales.
Yeah.
Root.
Yeah.
Morgan.
Yeah.
Bairstow.
Okay, yeah.
Butler. Moen.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to have my bowlers.
So no Rashid?
No, there's no point.
So you're going to have Wokes?
Yeah, Wokes.
This is going well. This is
I can't
slowest team I've ever
I can't remember their names.
Plunkett. We shouldn't have you on a podcast.
Yeah, but I can't. Sorry, I'm having a blank. I can't remember their
Plunkett.
name. Probably have Ball. Oh, I can't remember any.
Wow.
Go on. What's your team?
Oh, okay. So you had Ball, Plunkett, Wokes, and Moeen Ali. You had 4 bowlers. Who's going to pick up the rest of the overs? This is the shittest team I've ever heard. Go on. No, I'm on a bit of a power craze at the moment. I'm going to bully you into this. Who's going to pick up the rest of the overs? Can't change the team now.
I'm not changing the
You got
team.
Ball, Wokes, Plunkett, Mo. 4 bowlers. You need at least another 10.
10 bowlers?
10 overs. Now, where are you going to find them 10 overs from?
How many players have I got left?
0.
I haven't picked 11.
You have?
Have I picked 11 players?
So you have.
Fuck off.
So you
I
have
haven't picked 11.
Roy, Hales, Ruth. This is probably not the great podcast.
This is
Zero.
the best
But
podcast.
I just want to make you pay on.
Go on.
Roy, Hales, Root, Morgan, Johnny Bairstow, Joss Butler, Moeen Ali,
Moeen Ali, Wokes.
Plunkett, Ball. Oh, yeah, I've got one more
Wood.
player.
Yeah,
Wood.
that's fine.
So you're going to go with 5 bowlers?
Yeah.
No room for Ben Stokes?
No. Not if you can only bat.
You.
Go, what's your team?
Who else?
I'll tell you what I'd be tempted to do, actually.
Are you sure you haven't got room for at least another player? Because you've got rid of Rashid.
Yeah.
Right, okay, so we'll go through my team then.
Go on then.
So the same top 4 in Root and
Yeah, okay, so we're starting...
Roy, Hales,
We've
Roots,
got Morgan and all
Morgan. Number 5, Ben Stokes.
that. Right,
Number 6, Joss Butler.
yeah.
7, Mo.
Yeah.
8, Rash.
Right,
9, Wokesy.
yeah.
10, Plunkett. 11, Woody.
Controversial.
I think that's the best team. I think your team is
Boring.
just a shower of shit.
Why? What's the massive change? You just cry because I haven't got Ben Stokes in.
Yeah,
He's
but
like your
like-
little idol.
You haven't got. He's not my idol.
It's like, oh, he's so good. You're just falling for media hype.
You haven't got Adil Rashid.
Yeah. But, oh, no, what a miss. We're going to miss his 3 overs and his duck. Oh, no.
You've got someone who dances on the wicket and thinks that's acceptable when he's the only last batsman to be there.
And he still hit some runs.
50 of them, then get out.
That's all right.
But let's take this seriously.
Oh, yeah.
We can agree on... No, we can't. We don't agree on our bowlers, do we? If you've got to take through... You've got 4 seamers because you haven't got Stokes. But let's say you've got to take 3 through. Who are your front 3? Wokes is probably your number one pick fast bowler, isn't he?
Yeah.
Plunkett.
Yeah.
One more in there.
Wood
over ball.
Yeah.
Yep, that's fair enough with me. I think we'll probably
wouldn't be. No.
no.
Doesn't matter. No, it doesn't matter.
Really?
Yeah, really, it doesn't matter. It's fine.
That's fine then. That bowling lineup isn't as strong as our batting lineup, is it?
No.
But
well, watching England bowl today is just worrying.
Watching England bat today was worrying.
No, I didn't find that worrying.
No?
No, it happens.
Are you not? Is there any temptation in us coming, our ideas coming together and let's say moving about that batting order so we can get Johnny Bairstow in my order? Is there any way we could do that?
Well, I think you just get rid of... I don't understand what I've done there, of how I've got rid of Rashid and just not... Can't we just have your... Can't we have your lineup? Get rid of Rashid and put Stokes in there. And fiddle it about.
Ooh, that's not a bad idea.
I wouldn't mind that. I just can't bear having Rashid in that team.
So Johnny Bairstow might not do a lot of batting all the way down there, or Ben Stokes might not do, or Butler might not do a lot of batting.
That's fine.
I don't think that's the best way for the balance of the team.
But Rashid literally does nothing. So you may as well have the extra batsman in case you have a bit of a collapse. Because he actually does nothing. He's actually a total waste. The only thing he does is make our totals bigger to get.
Can I tell you what he did today?
Go on.
Got a golden duck.
Yeah, right. Good one. He hit one ball straight to the fucking wicket. Brilliant.
Yeah, you got a quacker today.
Why bother? What's he do?
Get golden ducks apparently. He's in my team.
What for?
He brings the jokes.
Jokes.
And the drinks.
Okay, good.
Let's look to end it there. You happy?
No. Yeah.
You're not happy, are you?
Well, I'm just a bit annoyed.
Roy has to stay.
What, you think you could fit?
I don't. I think
you can't fit Bairstow in at the opening, can you?
I think it'd be typically in an English style.
That would be good, wouldn't it?
How many times have we seen it with football or with cricket?
Be classic, wouldn't it?
Be like, actually, we've got a. We've been doing this the last.
Stokes up there and fit Bairstow in down here.
How many times have we watched England football play one formation for last 12 months? Go into a
tournament.
Go into a tournament and change it. So don't be surprised if we don't see that with the cricket team. But let's look to end it there. We'll be back Thursday with the first game, England versus Bangladesh. I was actually going to... Fuck. We'll do that.
Oh.
We'll do that on Thursday. We'll give you 2 hour run through of what games we're going to follow, what games we'll be doing podcasts about. We need to have a chat about that because we're not sure we're going to cover every single one, so we need to pick. So join us on Thursday to hear all those details on the England game. If you've liked this episode, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. All your comments are always welcome. We'll look to go through those in the next week or so. We have to get through your village cricket game.
Yeah, we're falling behind now.
Yeah. Subscribe if you're new. Hit that bell. Not Ian. And we'll see you next week.
End it.